Hey guys, I just want to apologize in advance for the bad quality of video. My lights here don't work currently, and really the only light I'm getting is from my monitor, uh, mainly because of that, or else it would just be pitch black video. Um, I'm not going to do an intro. I'm not going to be like, oh, back at it again, because what we're about to talk about isn't funny, isn't a joking matter, doesn't really deserve to have an intro because of how serious and dire of a situation it is. Um, and I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this for drama. I'm just reporting what I heard and making sure you guys stay informed and know what's going on if you don't know. I will warn you, there's definitely going to be some harsh language. Mainly because I'm mad at what's going on. It's tough being part of a community that you thought nothing bad would happen in terms of people being mean and toxicity, and it turns out I was extremely wrong. And I've mentioned in past videos how much I love the Destiny community, but this has to be talked about. I know a billion other YouTubers are probably working on videos about this, but if you don't know, uh, earlier this weekend, I want to say around Friday, some tweets uh, were exchanged uh, between content creators, and I'm saying if you guys, you guys may think that Lucky is the biggest scumlord of Destiny. Well, you haven't seen uh, the ultimate scumlord, and that's me, paraphrasing, but they are referring to Say No to Rage, who I was a fan of until this point. So this is the first I was hearing about it, which was today, or technically tonight. Um, right now, I believe it's Monday. It'll be Tuesday, literally in a couple of minutes. Um, I'm not really active on Twitter. I'm not active on those kinds of social media. So of course, this news got to me pretty late, and mainly because I'm really only on YouTube, just checking up on stuff. Wonder if there's any new Destiny stuff, and I came across this. So I guess with that said, I'm a fly on the wall. I don't know much about context, but I've watched a few videos about this. Um, so basically, what happened is that some tweets came out from multiple women, all claiming that Say No to Rage sexually harassed them many times, and he said some of these were false, at least back in the day, but more and more women started to step forward. There's started with one, and there was two more women, and two more women, and two more, and then three more. It sickens me to find this out, and apparently even other content creators and streamers warned people, especially people who are new to the community, hey, be careful around this guy. You know, don't bring girlfriends or wives around him because he's very inappropriate towards people. And specifically, this guy attacked Blessius, called him a load of racial slurs, which of course I'm not gonna say. Um, leave that to the imagination. One of them did start with a J, so I think you can kind of figure that out for yourselves. He passes at Blessius' wife, a bunch of female people to the point where he's basically banned from ever going to Guardian Con. I mean, I've heard many rumors and stories, stuff like that. He stole a pass to get in. He's been kicked out by security multiple times. All types of shit. And I feel like that's horrible. And the fact that other YouTubers came forward and said, yeah, he's kind of been doing that. It sickens me. And I get it's not my story to tell. It's not their story to tell. And I understand why they didn't say anything originally. But I feel like if it happened to them personally, they should have said something a long time ago. Because apparently this was the tip of the iceberg. We got way more. So after that, you had stuff about luminosity, which is a story that I think was widely known at the time, but the fact that he cheated on his girlfriend, that he had a side chick, who apparently their relationship was getting pretty serious, and she sent nude photos to him, which apparently were then circulated by him through a secret Discord server of members from BSK, who, if you don't know, is a pretty prominent clan in Destiny, where they were circulating nude photos of different women that they've all hooked up with, which is just fucking sickening. I can't imagine what it's like for those women to feel that betrayed, to feel that embarrassed. And of course, these guys haven't gone unpunished so far. In terms of their careers have all pretty much been reduced to ashes. I'm talking about sponsorships getting pulled, organizations dropping them, even Destiny's community manager fucking stepped in and is now taking care and cleaning house. But it doesn't stop there. Even with that, there's the whole BSK clan who not just did that, but had other discords where they were yelling racial slurs and homophobic slurs, and apparently DDoSing and doxing other content creators and or players of Destiny and Destiny 2. It's happened to people. Gothalion has been one of those victims. Panda has been one of those victims. And apparently that's another sect within BSK known as Orange Justice. And it gets worse. There are actually famous people who are talking to them, and now they're saying they're not affiliated when you're kind of really guilty by association. Listen, guilty by association is still being fucking guilty. That's just how it is. I'm sorry. So you're still guilty of this shit. This shit could get you locked up. This stuff is actually illegal in most countries. If feds get a hold of all of this could be serious legal action against people. Not to mention that an executive of Mixer was harassing a black Destiny YouTuber, calling him the N-word, making references to slavery, all types of stuff like that. There are hundreds of accusations of rape about streamers. It's just the whole bag has just been fucking opened this weekend. And as a fly on the wall, it's devastating because it's these people that I held in such high regard, have now, I find out, been doing illegal stuff, and I'm talking about really bad, just morally wrong, illegal shit, and that sickens me deeply. So, I mean, going no further than fucking M-Tash's video, which I don't know the validity of what he said, about that. I don't know if it's true or not, but the fact that some people even threatened his son and wife that were part of this Orange Justice fucking piece of fucking shitheads. Like, come on, that's where I draw the line. You do not bring fucking family into this. That is not what you do. That's crossing a line, and that is fucking ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry I'm swearing so much. I am just beyond pissed at this point with this community. I am deeply saddened with this community. It's to the point where I don't even want to play Destiny anymore because I hate to be associated with with people like this who play this game. That is just beyond. Sorry, it's just really hard to talk about this shit, man. It's not okay. I don't. It's just fucked up, I guess, is really what I'm trying to say. It's just plain fucked up. And you can watch other Destiny YouTubers, Astacross and MTash go more in depth. I don't know much about what's going on. But I hope this never happens again. I hope that the community itself will be better about seeding this shit out, because it's just vomitous. It taints the perception of the whole community. It's like the saying that I've heard 1,000 times from 1,000 different people. Yes, there are some bad apples, but bad apples taint the whole barrel. It makes us, even the people who are good in this community, it makes us look bad because we didn't say anything. Because these people were protected. Most of the Destiny community who are content creators knew and didn't say anything, which pisses me off. And I get it, it's not their story to tell. I understand that. But even if they are friends of yours, you gotta call that shit out. And if you lose a friendship or if they threaten to ruin your career, so be it. You're doing the right thing. It's something morally right. And that's what I have to say about that. It's ridiculous. And I hope people are better about this. I hope my own community isn't like this. The very small community I have. Extremely small community I have. If you guys see stuff like this, don't be afraid to call it out. Never be afraid to call it out, because that shows that you are a true person of courage. And to those who don't know which content creators to trust, I can't really tell you. I don't know, but I do know for a fact there are definitely good people in this community. 5,000 watts. So I'm talking about the DCP, the whole podcast crew there, Mr. Fruit and the Dream Team, Dado, Astacross. There are so many good people out there. Professor Broman, T-Rex. There's so many good people out there, and I don't want you guys to have like your view of this community tainted, and because it was a good community once, and it will be again as soon as we can get this shit dealt with. Anyway, guys, that's what I got to say about that. So, I know it's a pretty serious topic. It's a pretty serious thing. It's definitely difficult. Don't be afraid to talk about this with people. Don't be afraid to call out bigotry where you see it, especially in the times that we're in right now. I'm sorry, that was really gross. Especially in the times that we're in right now. Shit like this should not be tolerated. Anyway, that's gonna be it from me.